What's up guys, my name is Devin and welcome back to another episode of Footballrs. The NFL is back and you guys probably all watched All Day Sunday and then last night's Thursday Night Football game. Of course, I've had my eyes glued to the TV and there's one thing that I've been noticing. And that's going to be that the brand new Schutt F7 Pro is taking over the NFL. The F7 Pro is the newest model from Schutt and so many NFL superstars are already switching into it. Usually it takes a little bit of time for players to warm up to a new helmet, but the F7 Pro is already everywhere by week 1. Here's a short list of guys wearing the new F7 Pro. CeeDee Lamb, Travis Kelce, Devontae Adams, Patrick Surtain, Brian Burns, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Justin Jefferson. There's countless other players that'll make the switch, but obviously we can't name every single one. But yeah, it's super popular already. In today's video, we're gonna talk about the brand new Schutt F7 Pro and the revolutionary tech behind it. I do have my own F7 Pro courtesy of Schutt, so huge shout out to them for sending this over. Let's dive into it. First, let's talk about the looks and technology. Looking at the helmet, it's super similar to the original Schutt F7. I'll even put them side by side for you guys. But there are going to be some major differences. For starters, the panel at the top of the helmet is a little bit different. It's no longer a separate panel, now it's referred to as a floating panel. Its goal remains the same, it's to move independently from the rest of the shell to help disperse some of that impact throughout the rest of the helmet. I do think it looks a lot cleaner and it's less of an equipment manager's worst nightmare. I mean, look how crazy this one with all the different panels and hardware, and if you wanted to get this thing painted, you got to take it all apart. And now with this new one, it's just one piece and it's part of the shell. Towards the back of the helmet, this has a really cool kind of sports car-esque diffuser back here. Check this out. Not only does it look really cool, it allows the helmet to sit a little bit lower on the head, which allows the helmet to fit better, be more comfortable, and just have more coverage overall. Now, there is a very cool piece of technology that's built into this diffuser, and I think the main reason so many people are switching to it so quickly, and that's going to be the onboard air lock system. This helmet has a built-in air pump essentially that allows players to add air to the helmet for a tighter fit or release air for a looser fit. And you can do this on the go anytime you want. You don't need an air pump, you don't need to call somebody over from the EQ staff to help get you set up. All you have to do to pump it up is push this button here that says air, and then to release it, check this out. Hopefully you guys can hear that. I'm gonna do it again with the mic close so you guys get a good sound clip. So I'm pumping it up. Pretty sick, right? It's honestly so cool, probably my favorite thing about this helmet. And again, I think that's why so many people are loving it, because sometimes you want a tighter fit, and sometimes it's a nice relaxed practice, you want a looser fit, and then boom, you just release the air like that. It's so cool. Next up, we got to talk about some of the padding on the inside of the helmet. The F7 Pro has what they call their OctoFit technology. The inside of this helmet has a plethora of small octagon-shaped pads. These pads are Velcro and can be popped in and out. Check that out. Nice fine Velcro on the back, and it pops right back into place. So the whole thing is that you can swap out pads with a pad of a different thickness. So I have a 3/8 inch pad here, but I could swap it out with a 1/2 inch pad if I wanted a tighter fit where this pad is. You can actually see the difference in thickness here. So again, 3/8 pad, 1/2 inch pad, all interchangeable so you can get your own little custom fit. So I'm gonna put this one back where it was. And they're all Velcro, so it's super duper easy. But basically this allows for you to play around with the pads and create your own custom fit no matter what head shape you have. I know a lot of you kids out there have some really weird heads, but never fear. This system will get you right. This technology combined with the onboard air lock system we just talked about allows you to truly have one of the best fitting helmets possible.
Today's video is brought to you by Dryax. Now, if you're familiar with our channel, you've seen Dryax on a bunch of guys across the league like CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, and especially a bunch of the new first-round draft picks that you'll be watching all fall. Guys like Jackson Dart, Ashton Genty, Will Campbell, you name it, they're in Dryax. Here's how it works. Dryax has a hydrophobic layer on the inside that rests against your chin and is enhanced by cupron copper. It releases millions of ions, which helps improve your skin's health and appearance. Worn regularly next to your skin, the cupron copper has been proven to improve your skin's elasticity, softness, appearance, tone, and texture. The other important thing is the hydrophobic fibers mixed into the fabric, which pulls all the moisture away from your skin. This is why their socks and chin savers are so popular, because it keeps it dry and odor-free. Right now, they have two different styles of the chin savers. They have their traditional tube version here, which they've now added these tabs to give you full coverage around the chin strap. And they have their easy on and off version here with Velcro, makes it easy to take it off and wash it regularly. Outside of that, they also come in a bunch of different colorways now, including blue, red, white, black, but white is my favorite by far. Now, honestly, outside of that, my favorite product they make is their socks. I wear their socks every day, whether it's at the gym, when I'm coaching, when I'm playing in my soccer league, or just walking around. Their socks are super comfortable and worn by most of the guys in the NFL for this exact same reason. Personally, I prefer their quarter crew, but they have different lengths from short ones all the way up to full length ones. Just depends on what you're doing and what you like. If you want to learn more about Dryax socks and chin savers, visit the link in the description down below to Dryax's website. Let's get back to the video.
Now we got to talk about the star of the show, and that's going to be the DNA core. The DNA core is what Schutt calls their 3D lattice system that you guys can kind of see there beneath the shell. You can also see it all over the inside of the helmet as well. And of course, this is the cushioning system beneath the actual shell of the helmet. Instead of just compressing like other padding, it spreads and redirects the impact energy, cutting down the force that actually reaches your skull. Basically, it absorbs all that and keeps your head from getting rocked. Now that's pretty much all the big stuff. That's the meat and potatoes of the Schutt F7 Pro, but there's a lot of small things that make it pretty special as well. The first one is going to be this midpoint hookup right here. So the midpoint hookup is where the top strap kind of hooks up to the helmet, and these have what Schutt calls their anchor locks. These lock in the top straps in place. You don't have to worry about them coming in buckled or shifting around. You'll just get your straps where they need to be, lock them in place, and then you don't have to worry about them. The next thing this has is the integrated stabilizer. Now it's not as apparent as it was on the original Schutt F7, but it still does its job. These stabilizer pads right here, also super adjustable. This is a 3/4 inch. These press up against your cheekbones and kind of lock the helmet onto your face. They frame your face and they keep your helmet from coming off. And of course, a better fit is a safer fit. Yeah, the stabilization system just kind of helps keep the helmet locked on, nice and safe. Now, the final cool piece of tech on this helmet is going to be Schutt's switch visor. This helmet comes with a built-in visor that can be taken off very quickly and very easily. I'll give you guys kind of a quick demonstration on how to take off the switch visor. First thing you want to do is take this front pad right here and pull it down. Then you guys are going to see this little cable with the red bit on there. So what I'm going to do is pull that cable and then just pull the visor out basically. So I'm pulling it and then I'm just going to pull this down and it kind of just comes right out. I definitely could have done that a little bit smoother, but the visor's fine. This is the shape of the visor that comes on the helmet. So when you pull that cable, it releases this little spot right here and lets you slide it out. And then to put it in, I'm pretty sure it just pops back in. You don't even have to mess with the cable. So I'm gonna get it under the face mask. You do have to bend it a little bit, but it's Oakley visor. It's gonna be just fine. So you have to make sure you get kind of this angled part right here over this clip, that little bolt right there. So gotta get it in there on both sides. So just to show you again, there's like a little groove right here and you need this groove to be right there. So let me just, it's kind of hard to do on camera, but that one's seated and then that one's seated. So now I should just be able to push it up and it'll pop into place. Let me just double check. I promise it's easier than I'm making it look. Boom, I just did it. I'm just gonna show you guys that again really quick. So I'm pulling the cable, dropping it down, kind of pull this out, visor's out. Now to put it back in, same idea. You just wanna get those parts hooked up. Boom on that side, boom on that side. And now, gotta make sure this part is in there. Boom, snapped in. See, it's totally snapped in, back, ready to go. That wasn't the most flawless execution in the world. I'm sure I could do it better with a little bit more practice, like a lot of these equipment managers have. But regardless, it's super simple. Even I can do it. And there's no other helmet on the market that really has anything quite like it. I think it's truly revolutionary, just like the rest of this helmet. It's very cool. And then this little red cable just kind of hides behind the pad and it Velcros back into place. Check that out. It's so sick. But yeah, dude, this new Schutt F7 Pro, man, this thing is sick. It's no shocker. There's so many guys already switching into it. In my opinion, the perfect helmet. I think this is the best helmet in football. I'm gonna go on record saying that. I love this thing. It's pretty sick. There you guys have it. There's everything you need to know about the brand new Schutt F7 Pro. This thing is super popular, and I only think it's gonna get more popular as the season progresses. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like the video, comment what you guys want to see soon next, and make sure you guys subscribe for more videos just like this one. My name is Devin, and thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Footballrs.